EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carr going to throw right away. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here in Vegas. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Raiders 0. Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in. Has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Carr. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
29. You're mine.
From the gun, it's Carr. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders at 1-14 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Some people have been playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Let's go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Raiders nothing.
Ready up.
Second down and 8.
Going to the rail. And cycle.
On second down, here's Mitchell. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Lance looking to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. They go with White on the counter. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Throwing his Carr on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He stiff arms him. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Lance now to throw. Well, into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They start to drive with White. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run with Mitchell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Max Crosby in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Once again, it's Mitchell. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And now they'll throw with Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a play fake. Lance. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Ready.
Lance and company going on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
Ready.
Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play action, now it's Lance. This is caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, an 18-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Gould for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Niners 24, Raiders 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Right back to Mitchell here. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd and goal, Lance, touchdown! Deebo Samuel from 3 yards out. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Niners 31, Raiders 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 27, Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing now is Carr. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Shotgun now for Carr. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they'll work this down inside the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for San Francisco, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.
You